British ordnance shortage. September 1940. Small arms deficit. Post-Dunkirk evacuation. Inventory collapse recorded. Rifle losses documented. Automatic weapons absent. Thompson supply limited. Dollar shortage severe. Foreign purchase restricted. Domestic production required. Emergency committee formed. Royal small arms excluded. Time constraints dominant. Material scarcity acknowledged. Machining capacity limited. Skilled labour absent. Factory bombing risk. Design simplification ordered. Component reduction prioritised. Tolerance expansion permitted. Finish standards removed. Aesthetic requirements void. Functionality minimal. Production speed critical. Prototype directive issued. Engineer Shepherd assigned. Engineer Turpin assigned. Sterling Company consulted. Tube receiver selected. Seamless steel tubing chosen. External machining avoided. Internal boring minimized. Receiver diameter standardized. Wall thickness reduced. Steel grade mild. Heat treatment minimal. Bolt mass increased. Simple blowback operation. Open bolt system. Fixed firing pin. Pin machined integral. No spring-loaded striker. Bolt face flat. Extraction slot mill. Ejection port cut. Right side opening. No dust cover. Ingress risk accepted. Magazine housing welded. Weld quality inconsistent. Alignment tolerance poor. Feed angle unstable. Double column magazine. Single feed lips. German pattern copied. Manufacturing difficulty ignored. Spring steel inconsistent. Follower tilt frequent. Feed stoppages common. Cartridge nosedive. 9mm selected. Parabellum availability high. Captured ammunition usable. Chamber dimensions generous. Headspace variable. Case rupture incidents. Bolt travel excessive. Recoil spring weak. Spring sourced locally. Wire diameter varied. Compression rates inconsistent. Cyclic rate unstable. Rounds per minute fluctuated. 500 typical. 700 observed. Bolt bounce recorded. Out of battery discharge. Receiver ruptures documented. Safety mechanism absent. No manual safety. Cock handle notch. Handle slot engagement. Notch deformation frequent. Drop discharge risk. Impact inertia failures. Troop warnings issued. Carry restrictions advised. Loaded handling discouraged. Training pamphlets delayed. Production continued regardless. Mark 1 designation applied. Wood furniture minimal. Foregrip vertical. Grip screw weak. Cracking common. Stock wire framed. Butt plate stamped. Shoulder stability poor. Welded stock joints. Fatigue fractures noted. Sling mounts basic. No quick detach. Barrel length short. 7 inches approximate. Rifling 4 groove. Cut rifling method. Barrel steel commercial. Chrome lining absent. Corrosion rapid. Cleaning kits omitted. Logistics simplified. Tool roll excluded. Issued with magazines only. Magazine quantity minimal. 2 units typical. Resupply irregular. Magazine loss severe. Bent feed lips common. Repair impossible field. Armourers overwhelmed. Spare parts non-existent. Serial numbering inconsistent. Batch records incomplete. Factory markings crude. Inspection cursory. Gauge checks skipped. Proof firing limited. High pressure tests rare. Failure data uncollected. Reports ignored. Production quotas enforced. Weekly output targets. Bicycle factories utilised. Toy manufacturers contracted. Furniture shops adapted. Unskilled labour trained. Training period days. Jigs improvised. Fixtures wooden. Measurement tools scarce. Calipers shared. Micrometers absent. Quality variance extreme. Interchangeability poor. Bolt fit individual. Receiver pairing fixed. Field replacement unsafe. Part swapping prohibited. Instructions unpublished. Depot confusion widespread. Mark 1 trials brief. Troop feedback negative. Complaints logged. Jamming frequency high. Accidental discharge reports. Night movement dangerous. Vehicle transport restricted. Loaded weapons banned. Operational doctrine adjusted. Assault tactics modified. Short-range emphasis. Burst fire discouraged. Trigger pull heavy. Sear engagement shallow. Wear accelerated. Automatic runaways occurred. Magazine empty required. Bolt catch unreliable. Heat build-up rapid. Thin barrel profile. Sustained fire impossible. Cook-offs rare. Open bolt cooling present. Accuracy poor. Sights rudimentary. Front post fixed. Rear aperture crude. Windage unadjustable. Elevation fixed. Zero distance arbitrary. Manufacturing expedients blamed. Engineering compromise accepted. Design revision initiated. Mark II planned. Simplification increased. Foregrip removed. Wood deleted. Machining further reduced. Cost lowered. Time saved. Mark I production halted. Existing stocks retained. Field units mixed. Variant confusion high. Documentation inconsistent. Spare incompatibility severe. Wartime audits postponed. Procurement disputes unresolved. Ministry oversight minimal. Emergency powers invoked. Normal trials bypassed. User safety secondary. Output priority dominant. Monthly figures celebrated. Casualty correlation ignored. Training accidents underreported. Medical logs separate. Engineering feedback delayed. Design office overloaded. Parallel experiments attempted. Alternate magazines tested. Double feed trials failed. Different spring rates attempted. Rate control inconsistent. Hydraulic buffers rejected. Complexity unacceptable. Cost increase denied. Time penalty refused. Simple tube retained. Weld technology primitive. Penetration inconsistent. Porosity common. Crack propagation observed. Receiver splitting recorded. Containment absent. Operator injury risk. Eye protection unavailable. Reports classified minor. Statistical review absent. Wartime censorship applied. Public knowledge suppressed. Soldier instruction minimal. Maintenance doctrine non-existent. Cleaning frequency undefined. Lubrication unspecified. Oil contamination issues. Dust sensitivity extreme. North Africa failures. Sand ingress constant. Bolt seizure frequent. Magazine grip binding. Operational stoppages routine. Improvised covers adopted. Cloth wraps used. Non-standard solutions common. Command acceptance reluctant. Replacement unavailable. Use mandated. Confidence low. Enemy capture frequent. German evaluation noted. Criticism documented. Design philosophy exposed. Emergency weapon classification. Intended lifespan short. Post-war disposal planned. Surplus destruction scheduled. Later reassessment delayed. Historical evaluation incomplete. Post-production review initiated. Delayed months. Files incomplete. Witness statements absent. Engineering diagrams missing. Factory records fragmented. Subcontractor names unclear. Paper shortages affected archiving. Ink quality degraded. Blueprint copies blurred. Dimension tolerances unreadable. Later reconstruction difficult. Reinspection attempted 1942. Sample pool limited. Surviving units worn. Original condition unknown. Measurement variance extreme. Baseline specification impossible. Design authority disputed. Shepard claims partial. Turpin claims partial. Sterling involvement minimized. Ministry clarification absent. Responsibility diluted. No single owner. Change control non-existent. Field modifications unofficial. Units welded locally. Stocks reinforced ad hoc. Grip angles altered. Unauthorized drilling common. Armourers improvised fixes. No approval process. Safety margin unknown. Structural integrity compromised. Post-modification failures increased. Accident attribution unclear. Investigation loops stalled. Statistics rejected unreliable. Command attention elsewhere. Priority shifted overseas. North African campaigns dominant. Small arms secondary. Replacement programs delayed. Mark II accelerated. Mark I documentation abandoned. Training manuals revised silently. Earlier guidance withdrawn. No errata issued. Units retained legacy copies. Contradictions persisted. Troop confusion noted. Inspection officers overwhelmed. Time per weapon minimal. Visual checks only. Functional testing rare. Live fire skipped. Ammunition rationed. Range availability limited. Urban factories unsuitable. Noise complaints filed. Civil defense interference. Testing curtailed. Reliability metrics absent. Mean rounds unknown. Failure rate estimated. Figures unofficial. Comparisons impossible. Procurement board dissatisfied, but alternatives lacking. Competing designs reviewed. Lanchester too complex. Thompson too expensive. Suomi supply uncertain. Domestic copying rejected. Tooling delays predicted. Decision reaffirmed. Sten retained. Mark I legacy tolerated. Distribution continued quietly. Frontline priority reduced. Home Guard allocation increased.